It's Sunday afternoon. It's been a good while since I sat down and just did a Sunday afternoon chat. But I thought maybe I'd do that today. So what should I chat about? Well, I had to go water the plants in my grow room. They were starting to look kind of wilty. I try to let them tell me when they need to be watered, and that was the sign they start getting wilty. So I gave them all a good drink of water, and now they're fine again. I have to water them about every other day, I've noticed. There's a few that I could go just a little longer, like 2 days, and I do that when I can, but mostly it's every other day. What else should I talk about? It's been warm enough to go outside. Gosh, it's 51 degrees out there. But it's Sunday afternoon and I don't feel like doing any work. I shouldn't have to work on a Sunday afternoon. I do sometimes when I feel like it. But I'm hoping the weather's good tomorrow and I can get out and do some maintenance. You saw the other day, if you watched I think it was my last longer video, where I've got a lot of maintenance to do outside. And so I do need to get started on all of that. What else should I talk about? Things that I think about. The way the world is going. I don't know. I'm not watching the Olympics because I don't think they should have had them in China this year. I'm not going to get into why. I'll just let you figure that one out on your own. Although I do want to honor the athletes that trained hard to be able to get there. It's just too bad that there happens to be China. What else is going on in the world? The thing that kept us from going places for a couple of years now. I think people worry too much about it. Yeah, you can get sick. But I think the emphasis should be on strengthening our immune system. Vitamin D, zinc, selenium, vitamin C, elderberry, beets, or beet powder. Anything that improves your immune system, that's what you need to be doing. That's my opinion, for whatever it's worth. What else? I do want to recognize the drivers in Canada. Say that, yeah, I like the way they're standing together, they're driving together to let the powers that be know that people deserve their freedoms. So what else is going on? I like the fact that it's Sunday and I can sit down and talk to you about God, because He's important to me. If you haven't turned your life over to Jesus, now is the time to do so. Let Him come into your heart and help you. He will help you to understand what the truth is and all of the things that are going on. I know for me, one of the things that I feel so thankful for is the ability to go in and look and find out what the truth is. Look at the statistics about things about my health, that I have control over choosing what I do to maintain my health. And I think everyone should have that choice. The choice to do what they know is best for them. It's a beautiful sunny day here, and I'm thankful for the sunshine. I'm thankful that it looks a little bit like spring out today. I know it's still winter, and it is February, so we will have some more cold days. We could even have more snow. But spring will come eventually. There's always that promise that the next season will come. Is it colder than usual where you are? Or is it hotter than usual where you are? What does as usual mean? What's usual for the last few years might not have been the same as what was usual 30, 40 years ago, 60, 70 years ago. The climates change. It gets hotter, it gets colder. The average days when it gets hotter, they change. The average days when it gets colder and how cold it gets, it changes. It's not the same every year. Well, it can be similar for a few years and then it shifts. That's my opinion about global warming, is that it's just a natural thing that happens periodically, and that will shift the other direction in time, whatever the weather is doing. Some people are saying these are the end days. They very well could be. There are many, many signs that make it look like that. But when I stop and think about, back in the 1800s, when they were having plagues and stuff, they must have thought the same thing. World War I, they must have thought the same thing. All of this stuff in Germany in the 1930s, 40s, they must have thought the same thing that we do now, because in their eyes it was looking very much the same. God knows when the second coming of Jesus will be. None of us know. We can't even begin to predict. We can look at the signs and we think, yeah, it looks like it. But it's looked like it before. It will probably look like it again. Main thing is, we need to be ready, because we don't know when it will be. God expects us to do our homework. So that's the things I'm thinking about this Sunday afternoon, and that I decided to share with you. It's been a while since I just sat and talked to you about this and that. One of the video people that I watch, I think it's on Mondays, she has a video, she calls it This and That. And she kind of names some of the things that she's going to this and that talk to us about. It's usually some kind of preserving or how to do some fermenting of some kind, or various things. My this and that can be various things too. You've probably noticed I don't just talk about gardening, even though I'm a gardening channel. I do some cooking. I do some talking. I do some, you might even consider devotionals, but not very often purely devotional. I sometimes bring devotional into whatever I'm talking about. Like today, I just touched on a few things. And I know my beliefs aren't the same as a lot of yours, and they are the same as a lot of yours. That's okay either way. That's the wonderful thing about our world. You have a right to believe what you want to believe. My wish and my desire is that you all seek the Lord. But it's not for me to judge whether you have or not. That's between you and God. And it's none of my business. I can observe, I can think I know what you've done or what you haven't done. But it's not my place to judge. I'm just my command from God is to love you. That doesn't mean I condone things that are wrong. Not at all. And if I see somebody I love doing something wrong, it's my job to tell them, but in a loving way, not ever in a condemnation way. That's God's job, not mine. But I don't ever want the person doing something wrong to think that it's okay. It's not okay. But I still love you. Each person needs to be accountable. We're all accountable to God, whether we want to be or not. But we need to be accountable to each other. If you see me doing something wrong, I need you to let me know. Chances are I know it already. And I have to make decisions, personal decisions in my own life, to turn that wrong into right. And I've done a lot of that in my lifetime. Turned some wrongs into right. But again, that's between me and God. And for you to turn wrongs into right, that's between you and God. Not my business. I can pray for you. And I can be thankful for you. Because I love you. I know that some of you who watch my videos will be total strangers. And some of you will be friends that I've made over the last year or so. Some of you will be family. And some of you will be friends that I've known for a while, a long time maybe. All kinds of people. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do so, please. One of my goals for this year, 2022, is to grow my channel. I would like to double the size of my channel. Right now, I've been going back and forth between 499 and 501. I even was at 502. And then I go down to 500, and then 499, and then 501. Well, I would like to be at 1,000 or more. If I'm at 1,000 and if I can get enough of you to watch enough of my videos, I could even get monetized. That would be kind of fun. But I do this because I love doing it. I like talking to you. I hope you like listening to me. It's fun to talk to you. As some of you know, I'm in Toastmasters. Part of what we do in Toastmasters is give speeches. And I've learned that the best way to give an effective speech is just to talk to you. Yes, I pre-plan what I'm going to say. Well, when I make my videos, I don't necessarily pre-plan it. I plan it as I'm talking. That's talking off the cuff, I guess. But I enjoy speaking with you. I'm rather of an introvert, really, but I've learned to find my voice. And I'm just stubborn enough that sometimes I use my voice when other people don't like it so much. But if I'm standing up for what I believe, I think that it's important for me to use my voice. So I need to stand firm in what I believe. And if you're seeking out the truth, a lot of you will come to believe some of the same things that I do. Well, I've jabbered on enough to you this afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. So, may God bless you. May your gardens be bountiful and plentiful. And may you always be able to seek out what is really the truth. Until next time, Darlene signing off.